Welcome to this video guys. In this video I will explain to you how to set engine timing in Porsche 968 engine. Since 968 has been very special model to Porsche because it was the first model in which Porsche used the first version of its VarioCam system. Before going into the timing procedure, allow me some time to explain to you a bit regarding the VarioCam system. Now the VarioCam system is same as that of Honda's VTEC or the VVT's variable valve timing. At least the purpose is same. Maybe there is some difference between how they work and some parts, but the purpose is same. The purpose is to retard or advance the engine so that they can get better torque and better power with it. Besides it, there is also effect in the exhaust emission. Actually, we are able to reduce the amount of hydrocarbon that comes from the exhaust. Now, as you can see that this picture has been taken from a Porsche 968 1992 3.0 liter engine. There are two camshafts here and there is a mechanism that sits in between these two cams. There is a chain, there is some plastic parts, there is a electrical connection, some pipings, and this whole thing it sits on the top of cylinder head. Now there are some holes on the cylinder head and oil passes through this system, and there is one electrical connection that goes into the solenoid. Let me to give you a better picture of it to you. Here you can see there are two camshafts, same as the previous picture. There is this solenoid is here and there is pin with the solenoid. There are some important parts, these are the pads, okay, and the chain moves over it here and here it goes under it. There is some spring and this thing works on the principle of hydraulic pressure. There is kind of cylinder here actually, and while the oil comes here it goes into it and it kinds of expands this cylinder and piston assembly. And here are the camshafts. Now these pads are made up of plastic and over time they will worn out, so it is very necessary to check them after certain mileage so that they don't break and they don't cause any kind of engine damage. This VarioCam system, it works under certain RPM. In 968 model, it starts to working from somewhere around 1500 RPM to 5500 RPM. So once this RPM is reached and there is power to this solenoid from the DME or ECU, I believe that oil will be rushing in through the cylinder head inside this mechanism and this chain will become either tight or loose. Okay, so to explain this thing how the change in timing occurs in this mechanism, just forget everything and remember there are two cams, there is one chain and there is this piston and pad assembly. Okay, now once oil is in, this thing is pressurized and let's say that this length is increased, the piston and cylinder assembly you see here, this length is increased. So what will happen that this length, as it increases, it will make these two cams tight, because you see there are two gears which are fixed to the cams. One gear is here with let's say this one is exhaust camshaft and the intake camshaft, so there are gears with it. So while this length will increase, this chain will become tighter and it will try to rotate these gears. So while these gears will rotate with respect to each other, then the change in timing will occur. So this is how it works on the principle of hydraulic pressure. There will be 12 volt to the solenoid, oil will rush in and due to the pressure this chain will become tighter and it will try to rotate the camshafts. So this is how I understand it, this thing works. Now there has been a lot of changes in the VarioCam system. Nowadays we are not even using this kind of VarioCam mechanism. The modern 992 and the Cayenne E3s use a different version of it. As I told you that I think I told you that this can change around 15 degree of cam because it was the first version. Nowadays we can get around 50 degree in the intake camshaft and 55 degree on the exhaust camshaft side change. So it has been gone through a lot of improvement since 1992. Here you can see that now we don't have that same mechanism which was working on the principle of hydraulic pressure and electrical connections, and there was completely different mechanism. Although even this vacuum system actuator, this works on the same principle of electricity and hydraulic pressure, oil hydraulic pressure, but now this has been improved, and this is kind of a different actuator completely. Now we don't actually have the VarioCam system, we have VarioCam Plus system. So what happens is it that, as you can see here, there are two intake valves. There is one tappet here, one tappet is here, the cross section has been open. Here you can see that the intake valves can open further inside the combustion chamber. So this thing allows intake air came in, and at the same time exhaust will be also open, so it will kind of flush the combustion chamber and it will reduce the temperature of cylinder. So we are getting kind of easier here. It is Porsche ways to flush the system, Porsche ways of the EGR. So there is no separate EGR system for these modern car. So it is very innovative way. You can see it also helps to reduce the combustion chamber temperature, and there are many other advantages over the torque curve and the power curve for the engine. So I think that's it about the VarioCam system. Now let's move towards the engine, how to set this. Let us see the marks at first. Please note that this gear is for the camshaft and it is mounted on the exhaust camshaft. In Porsche 968, this gear is mounted on the exhaust camshaft, and the exhaust camshaft is responsible for rotating the intake camshaft with the help of the chain that I show you that goes with the VarioCam system. Okay, so the mark for the pulley is here. I have put a whitener here, and there is a notch behind the back cover. This is supposed to be matching. I have determined the crankshaft pulley mark here. It is not necessary to put the mark here. Actually, there is another mark that I will show you later on in this video, but this is what I have determined with the help of a dial indicator on the cylinder number 1, piston 1. So this is the mark here. Okay, now I will show you the actual mark that is actually behind here on the flywheel. You can see one triangular notch here in this hole. This should be on the top of the white marker mark there. I have put a white marker where there was a TDC mark on this flywheel so that it is visible, because this system is old, so it is not easy to find the TDC mark. We have to remove this back cover and then put a whitener mark. So once we are set for the cam TDC mark and the crank TDC mark, we have to go to the VarioCam actuator. Here you can see everything. This is the solenoid, and as we know that VarioCam system, it works on the principle of hydraulic pressure. Since engine is not running, so we cannot apply oil pressure to this system. So Porsche gives us a tool. As you can see here, this copper type of thing we have to fix on the VarioCam system and apply some pressure to it, and these are all connections that I have put here, and we have to apply around 3 bar of pressure to make this thing work, and then only we have to set the timing for this engine. So once you start to putting 3 bar pressure, the timing marks are set. Then you have to move to cylinder number 1 intake tappet, and you have to set a dial gauge here. Please be sure to give it some kind of preload. You can give it around 3 mm of preload as per the manual, and you have to make it 0 here once you put it on the tappet. Now from here you have to rotate the engine, and you have to rotate it until you get the value of 0.39. I have already rotated it and I have stopped it around 0.39 mm. The values for this engine as per the manual is from 0.36 to 0.42 mm. So anywhere in between this range you can stop, and then you have to check your crank mark. Okay. Now, as in my case, as you can see with the notch from this side here, the mark has been moved a little bit further. Okay, so as you can see it here, it is not matching correctly. It is like one teeth missing, one teeth further away from the mark. So what I have to do now is I have to go to the front. I don't have to touch anything from here. I have to go to the front side, and then as you can see there is this bolt and there are 3 screws. I have to lose these only, and at the same time while I lose this, then I have to rotate the crank to the TDC mark. Okay, and the thing to note here is it that the dial indicator should not be moving at that point of time while we will be rotating the crank. Now how is this possible? Because you can see here in this video that there is some play here. We can rotate this pulley without rotating the crankshaft. As you can see, the center hole here, this one is the crankshaft, I'm sorry, this is for the camshaft, and the pulley can move freely without disturbing to the camshaft. Here you can see there is some play. So this is how you can rotate it and bring the crank at the TDC while the cam will stay in its position. So cam was set at 0.39 or 0.40 mm, whatever you wherever you set it, from 0.36 to 0.42 mm, and it should not be rotating while you rotate the crank. And now crank is also set at TDC, so you are all set. You have to fix back everything now, the 3 screws, small screws that you removed, and the one big screw that holds the gear with the exhaust camshaft, and tied them. Then rotate the engine again and check the values. Once the values are set, after 2-3 rotations, the timing is done. So this is how to do that engine timing for Porsche 968. I hope that you like this video. If you have any query, please feel free to drop them down. If you have any suggestion, please post them below. Thank you.